Aela, a name that echoed through the valleys and whispered among the trees. Even her name sounded like a battle cry, a call to arms that resonated with the spirit of her people. She wasn't born to rule, she was born to fight. From the moment she could walk, she was drawn to the art of combat. From the moment she could hold a wooden sword, Aela trained. Her small hands gripped the hilt with surprising strength and determination. She sparred with the best warriors in her tribe, her laughter echoing across the training grounds as she landed blow after blow. Each victory fueled her spirit. But Aela's laughter died the day raiders swept down on her village. Fire consumed her home. Her people became refugees, scattered and broken. Her father, the chieftain, fell, defending their land. His last breath was a plea for Aela to protect their people. Aela, barely a woman, took up his mantle. She stood before her people, a beacon of hope in their darkest hour. She swore an oath on her father's grave. She would reclaim their home and rebuild their lives. Her resolve was unbreakable. This was the beginning of her epic journey. A journey that would see her rise from the ashes of her past to become a legend. The road ahead was harsh. Aela's people were scattered, demoralized. She rallied them with the fire in her heart, the steel in her voice. She led them through treacherous mountain passes, hunted for their food, fought off bandits and wild beasts. Each day tested their spirit. Each night Aela looked at the faces of her people, exhausted but hopeful, and she knew she couldn't fail. She wouldn't. Word of Aela's courage spread. Other tribes, inspired by her spirit, flocked to her banner. She became a beacon of hope in a land shrouded in darkness. Her enemies underestimated her. They saw a young woman and expected weakness. They found a warrior queen. Aela studied her enemies. She learned their weaknesses. She used their arrogance against them. Her victories were not just about strength, they were about strategy. They were about cunning. They were about believing in something bigger than herself. Victory after victory brought Aela closer to her goal. Each battle won was a step towards the dream she had nurtured for so long, a dream of peace and prosperity for her people. But the weight of her crown grew heavier. The responsibilities that came with her victories began to weigh on her mind, and the burden of leadership became more apparent with each passing day. She saw the cost of war in the eyes of her people, the exhaustion and pain etched deeply into their faces. The toll of the endless battles was evident in every weary expression she encountered, in the scars etched upon her own body. Doubt gnawed at her. Each scar was a reminder of the sacrifices made, the lives lost, and the heavy price of her quest for victory. Was she doing the right thing? The question haunted her nights as she sat alone by the campfire, lost in thought. The flickering flames mirrored her inner turmoil. Was she worthy of leading her people to a better future? The doubts crept in, making her question her own worthiness and the path she had chosen. One night, under a canopy of stars, Aela sought the counsel of the village elder. She needed guidance, a voice of wisdom to help her navigate the storm within her heart. The elder reminded her, "A true leader feels the weight of every sacrifice. It is this very weight that shapes a leader, that molds them into someone capable of great things. It is what makes you strong." The elder's words resonated deeply within Aela, offering a new perspective on her struggles and doubts. Aela carried those words with her, letting them guide her actions and decisions. They became a source of strength, a reminder of her purpose, a guiding light in the darkest hours. With renewed determination, she stood tall, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, for her people and for the future she envisioned. Finally, the day arrived. The day that would change everything. Aela stood before the gates of her conquered homeland, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and determination. The enemy, the one who had taken everything from her, waited within. She could feel the weight of her ancestors watching over her. The battle raged for hours, a dance of steel and fire. Each clash of swords echoed the cries of the fallen, and the air was thick with the scent of burning wood and sweat. Aela, her heart filled with righteous fury, fought with the strength of 10 warriors. Victory was hers, but it came at a great cost. Ayala had reclaimed her home not just with might, but with the love for her people. She embraced the villagers, their tears of joy mingling with her own. She rebuilt their homes, healed their wounds, and ushered in an era of peace and prosperity. The scars of war began to fade, replaced by the hope of a brighter future. Her name became legend, whispered by mothers to their children, a reminder that even in darkness, hope can bloom. Around campfires, her story was told and retold, inspiring generations. Ayala's journey reminds us that true strength lies not just in the sword, but in the heart of a leader who never gives up. Look around you. The spirit of Ayala lives on in every act of courage and kindness. What battles do you face? What challenges lie ahead on your path? What victories can you achieve? Remember Ayala. Remember her courage. Let her story be a beacon in your darkest times. And never stop fighting for what you believe in. For in every heart that beats with purpose, Ayala's legacy lives on.